record 43 three-point field goal attempts.
But the big thing for them is, they don't even have the substitute teacher. They got the substitute to the substitute teacher with Jace Hurl coaching.
Right.
Are you gonna buy in and play as a team and play quality defense? Now, look, Jace Hurl coached Jay Bob in junior college. And so it's not like there's a lack of respect.
Hey,
for
if nothing else, Jace Hurl is clearly a better dresser than Larry Eustace. He's got that going for him.
He's got a tight fade, too.
Yeah.
Impressive tight fade.
All right, here we go. Rams with the basketball. Prentice Nixon at the point, junior from Bolingbrook, Illinois. Do you think Colorado State wants to use a lot of shot clock and slow this game down?
I mean, traditionally, if they play as Larry Eustace wanted them to, they might junk it up a little bit defensively. But I think once you get, it's a little bit like a bowl game. You just kind of play when you get to the tournament, and your coach has been fired.
Bob's three is good. Only shoots it at 27% from out there. His 17th made three of the season.
He's tremendous on ball. He's a very good on ball defender. Great energy and athleticism. If you make shots, boy, what a bonus.
Only senior on the team. Quinn Taylor with it, gives to Merrill, back to Taylor. He can make that shot, doesn't want it. Perry coming off a nice performance on senior night as Wayne Brown Jr. gets the opening bucket of the game. Deion James has gotten a lot more touches with the coaching change. His numbers and minutes are up. That's number 20. Carvacho, the lefty, misses. And McEwen up high for the rebound. McEwen leads the team in rebounding from the guard position, 5.2. Can't make the jumper, and James the rebound. Good double. Carvacho needs help. Bonner's got long range. This time he's going to drive and lay it up nicely. Anthony Bonner.
When he's shown patience like that, Anthony Bonner, you mentioned long range, and he's taken almost half his shots have been three-point shots. But that was a very patient shot fake and then drive to the basket, no one home for Utah State, playing essentially without a rim protector.
Jump it up, possession. It'll stay on this end.
Just takes a shot fake and seeing Brown underneath. Brown's not a rim protector.
And Taylor's not either.
Out of position.
Taylor leads Utah State in blocks, and he has just 23 blocks on the season. Cross-court pass. Brown open triple, no. Nixon the rebound. Nixon leads the team in points, minutes, made threes, and steals. They rely heavily on Prentice Nixon. Jumper. We got a foul underneath against the Rams.
Jace Hurl, junior college coach, who joined the program a couple years ago at 28 years old.
Well, he's got an assistant now on the bench who was the director of player development, Pierce Horndung, one of my all-time favorite Mountain West players. That guy was a grinder.
Tremendous at Colorado State.
Shea Bob going to drive it on McEwen and get McEwen to pick up the foul. McEwen, Mountain West. Honorable mention. He was preseason first team all Mountain West, coming off being the Mountain West Freshman of the Year a season ago. Missed some time with a high ankle sprain. To give you an idea what he can do, in a game against New Mexico, 31 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals back on January 31st. Raquan Mitchell's number 3. He's a great athlete. Bonner's deep 3 is way off. Carvacho does a real nice job on the offensive glass, almost 4 offensive rebounds per game. Nixon sees the shot clock, fade away, nicely done.
Well, that's what you can see. Prentice Nixon, he's got some game to him. You know, and this is Gio Clavel, of course, last year was their kind of go-to game-breaking player, and he was more of an ancillary piece. Never been a high percentage guy, more of a high volume guy.
Gian Clement was a lot of fun to watch. That guy could score points in bunches, take shots that made you think you shouldn't do that. And then it would go in. They do have an advantage with Carvacho. He's the only guy with any real size out there.
He's not really a true back-to-the-basket player, right? It's not like you're throwing it in there. There's Prentice Nixon. Just go on the floor, get a bucket, fade away to create space. Great balance.
And good start for the Rams. They lead 7-2, and we are happy to be joined now courtside by Kristen Balboni. And Kristen, what do you got for us here at the start of game 2?
I got so excited, I left my mic down there.
There you go.
It's live. Well, you know, I've been monitoring the Facebook comments, as I said before the game. So I've got some. I want to know where everyone is watching from and who you're rooting for. And Ari, as you pointed out, you know, it might be a little different because we're in the middle of the week. It's the middle of the day for some places. So let us know.
Some places.
Yeah, afternoon, some places. So we've got Angie Little. She is watching from Pleasant Grove, Utah. She says, go Aggies. No surprise there. Luke Bullock is watching from work, hiding in my cubicle. Go Aggies. Look, if you can snap a picture for us, that would be awesome. I would love to see that.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Katie Deering from Huntingburg, Indiana, and James Brown from a snowstorm on the East Coast. Now, speaking of snapping pictures, we also want you to go and post on Instagram how you're watching. We got this one from Katie Cavender right here, who is watching for us. She's working with the Mountain West. She's got the Facebook thumbs up right
she's
there.
Miss Mountain West. She does everything.
Yeah, she's great.
Yes.
She's great. We're happy to have her, and we're happy to have her Instagram pictures. So hashtag MW Madness to see your Instagram pictures on the screen today.
It's happen.
Yeah, let's do
Make
it.
it a good one, too.
Yeah.
So there is some discussion out there.
Okay.
For Rams Nation, or they're both used to be the Aggies now. Obviously, Colorado State about their next head coach, and I think it's going to be fascinating to see where Colorado State goes. Because I think it's a really good job. The football stadium's redone.
Oh, yeah.
The athletic department is in really good financial shape.
My first candidate was former assistant under Tim Miles, Craig Smith, who's up in South Dakota.
He is definitely, I'm sure, on the list. I think he's doing a good job at USD. It's interesting, SDSU, South Dakota State University, which has Mike Daum, the Dominator.
They took him out.
And they're going to the tournament again. 2 years, 2 tournaments for TJ Olsenberger.
Bonner caught him sleeping, but then he gets his shot blocked. It was a smart play. Good reaction by the Aggies. Diogo Brito is in the game. There's Merrill's 3, and it's rare when he misses. In conference play from beyond the arc, he shot it better than 50%. 53.4% in Mountain West only games from beyond the arc. That's just off the charts. And here's Mitchell. This kid's a good athlete. He'll launch and connect on a long 2.
Ari, a couple people watching from Italy. I know you like to keep the international count going.
And then we have to have more Canadians because of Kobe McEwen being from Toronto. I mean, come on, Kobe. I mean, where's your family and friends?
Sean just said, how about a shout out to Toronto?
There you go.
There's your Canada. Ask and you shall receive.
The GTA, the Greater Toronto Area.
Yeah.
Mitchell is a freak athlete.
That worked out much better than
Raekwon Mitchell's ready. He made a shot. He's not a very good shooter. Shoots under 20 from 3.
He said, "Take that, Doug Gottlieb."
Of course, he makes his first 2 times he looks at it.
Well, again, they got nothing to lose. Nobody expects them to win this game, so why not just come out and have some fun? I mean, they're up 11-2. McEwen's 3 is way short, but a foul on Bob. So 3 free throws coming up for Kobe McEwen.
Raekwon Mitchell came up in the tough streets. That's a 2. He looks like his toe is on the line.
Looked like a long 2.
They'll look at it at the next dead ball. He and his brother Jermaine. Really tough upbringing in Florida City, which is just south of Miami.
Now here's Francis Nixon. Oh, no, that's Bonner.
Yeah.
Smart play.
Well, that's actually, we used to practice that at Notre Dame. A lot of teams practice it where if the guy on the ball shows you his back, you just bounce. His mistake was he threw it a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
If you throw it right off the guy's backside, the ball will die. You can just pick it up. He threw it so hard that Taylor reacted and was able to, Quinn Taylor was able to block the shot.
I like this comment. Andrea says, shout out to the Colorado State women's team watching from the Palms Casino in Vegas.
Oh, isn't that nice? Free throw is good. 11-5 our score. Early going. Game 2, opening round action, Mountain West tournament. Ari Wolf, Doug Gottlieb, Kristen Balboni, and our entire stadium crew. So glad you're with us. Full day of hoops. 2 women's games later on tonight. Building is going to get some use today. Bob, tough shot, good angle, and he gets it to go.
Shea Bob is very, very good athlete. We mentioned his struggles with his jump shot, but a versatile player now playing kind of the power forward position. And he just has an extra step that few at that spot have.
Dargington, one of 2 seniors. Got cut underneath the bucket. A loose ball. Rams come away with it. And now right back to the Aggies. McEwen's triple. That's an air ball. Nixon, and he travels with it.
Prentice has a tendency to play a little bit too fast. Takes a little, like if he could slow down a little, take a little bit better shots, I think it would help his assist to turnover ratio and his shooting percentage. But you just don't want to take away the aggressiveness because that's one of the keys to his game.
8-point lead for the Rams. Sam Merrill hasn't gotten involved much. D'Angelo Isby is in the game. They recruited him for instant offense. Junior college guy, can score. Here's Merrill's 3, and still 0 for thus far.
And I don't think this is as much case of Utah State being asleep as much Colorado State playing very good defense.
And Nixon hits the triple. And Tim Duryea doesn't like what he sees, and he gets the timeout. Join us for the rally, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. and 1 a.m. Eastern in our new studio at the United Center in Chicago. The rally is your place for breaking sports news, in-progress highlights, the best viral videos, and expert opinions from around the day's biggest headlines. That's Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. and 1 a.m. in our new studio that is 10 yards from the iconic Michael Jordan statue at the United Center in Chicago.
It's kind of amazing here. Utah State down 11, and Tim Duryea, you don't want to freak out, but you're sitting there going, hey, this is a Colorado State team that was beaten by 21 by New Mexico, by 9 by Nevada, by 33 by Boise. I mean, they've just been blown out as of late. And I understand it's hard to relate to kids, hey, they're going to come in trying to beat you, but at some point you got to wake up and start playing better basketball.
You guys want a couple of international? We got Tasmania, Perth, Madrid, and Denmark. I've been keeping track.
I'm not buying Tasmania. I need a picture or it didn't happen. Just because you say you're in Tasmania.
That's a good point. Hashtag MW Madness. Post that picture on Instagram from Tasmania. Prove Doug wrong.
Ooh, offensive. And Nixon took a shot above the neck.
Isby just sticks out his backside. Ooh. Dude, are you okay? Oh, that's a decleater. But I don't actually think that's a foul. Nixon ran into him. He didn't even stick out his butt.
And it was below the neck at first. I thought he got him up around the neck. Fortunately, Nixon seems to be okay. Look at Bob. Oh, yeah, Shea Bob. Great start for Bob. He's got 7 points.
Isby did a good job forcing. Bob doesn't dribble well with his left hand. He's very right-hand dominant. And I think he thought help was there, and there was none there.
Looking back, this has just been an awful start for Utah State.
Don't mess around and get beat. Colorado State.
No field goals. It's about 6.5 minutes.
Jace Earl was at South Plains College in Levelland, Texas. Spent one season there under Steve Green. Before coming over with Larry Stacey's staff.
Carvacho, tough shot, no. Deion James fighting for it. And Henson was in there, jump ball. It'll be possession, Colorado State. They're gonna go talk to their coaches. And we get to re-tee up. Kristen.
That's right. Well, you all have obviously been talking about the crazy season that Colorado State has been in.
Yes.
Like, tough time. Well, Jace Earl and the staff did bring in someone pretty cool to give them a pep talk on senior night last week. Former Nuggets head coach George Karl came in. We see it on the screen. Came in, did his talked to them about adversity. He says, it strengthens you because success doesn't come without failure. He also got them hyped up for the tournament. He gave them a little pre-speech. He said, it's fun being the underdog. He said, no one believes in you, and here you go, and you can prove them wrong. It looks like they've come out and taken that advice to heart so far, but, it got me thinking, because I think it'd be pretty great to have George Karl giving you a pep talk for a pregame speech. If you, on Facebook, could have one sports figure give your team a pep talk, who would it be and why? Who do you think's the biggest motivator out there?
The best motivator or the biggest?
Either.
You like big or you like best?
Let's go best.
I'm gonna tell you who the best is, and you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. You ever heard of Lou Holtz talk? Remember we used to do him on ESPN?
Yeah,
He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. I mean, the things he can say and get you motivated to do and talk about when he was the head coach in Arkansas or Notre Dame. He's unbelievable.
Wow, we got the old impression there. Matt says MJ. I would agree with that. I went to UNC. I would absolutely love. I don't see how you could not be fired up for an MJ. So I agree with Matt on that one. Ari?
Michael Jordan?
You don't think so?
No, I don't see Michael Jordan as being a motivational speaker.
But you just know you're in the room with greatness. He could tell me to tie my shoe. I'd want to tie it
I'll tell you true greatness. All you need is Doug Peterson to get up and tell you, I got a backup quarterback and we're going to win the Super Bowl. And it worked.
No kidding. How about this one from Philip? Easy, Bill Walton. Bill Walton.
I'm not sure he'd motivate you, but he'd make you laugh.
You better block off some time for that one, huh? It's going to go on for a while.
Yeah, I don't think guys have, I don't know if you guys understand. Motivational speaking is not necessarily about resume.
True. 3, no good. Fight for it.
Sean says Popovich. Walter says Peyton Manning.
I'll tell you this, the former Colorado State head coach Tim Miles will get you fired up in a minute. That guy is a great motivator.
I like Tim Miles. He had a good year, 13 Big Ten
13,
wins.
Yeah.
Sam Merrill gets called for an offensive foul.
Hey, Swang says Doug Gottlieb for sure. Do you want to give us a pep talk?
I would give a great pep talk. I'm a very good motivational speaker, but I'm expensive.
Check the rates.
Pete Carroll,
even for us, we can't get a free
Ray
pep
Lewis,
talk.
now we're getting better. Brandon Lovato, no, it's not so much in John Elway.
Oh, wow. There's one on there I'm not touching.
Staying away from that.
Yes. Jay Bob continues the brilliant first half.
But this is Scatter Report basketball. You want to make Shea Bob take this jump shot. He ends up lifting up Sam Merrill. One, you don't jump on the shot fake, and 2, you don't let him go to his right.
Bob's got 9 points and hasn't missed a shot. And then
a foul.
Silly foul. How'd you feel about Mike Tyson giving you a pep talk?
You got an impression?
I do, but it's not good enough to break out on any.
You've been pretty good. Yeah, you've had a couple of good ones.
And listen, you got to know what you do good impressions of. You know.
The Lou Holtz one was really good.
I was recruited. I went to Notre Dame, and on my recruiting visit, he was there. He knew everything about me. It was unbelievable. Your dad, Bob, is a great coach. College, coached you in AAU basketball, and you played for 80 ground and touched in high school. I was like, what else is this guy know this stuff? He's just people think that because of the way he speaks, like his personal story, his success, he's remarkable.
Shout out to Calvin. 9th period writing lab class is watching while we study for tomorrow's final here at Layton Christian Academy. Go Aggies.
Brown, tough shot, no. Taylor.
Taylor will not shoot the basketball. He was wide open for 3. He's a decent shooter, and then he just had a layup, and he will not shoot the I get that you're a glue guy. Shoot the ball in there from 2 feet.
Mitchell, the Euro step, and that didn't turn out well for the Rams. Aggies going the other way. And the Rams come up with it again. And then Mitchell, an offensive foul. That's like the Bad News Bears for a minute here.
This game is what's called devolving. Toby McEwen, he's got a groin issue. And then
and a head issue now.
Runs in the kibosh. Kobe went to Wasatch Academy before enrolling at USU.
So he had 6 turnovers for the Aggies over the last 350. 1 field goal in the game. Brito can't hit. Nixon the rebound. And the 3 spins out.
Well, the good thing is Colorado State, they won't make you guard if you're just patient, stay in front of them defensively.
Brown is fouled. Carvacho picks up the foul. That's his first.
Colorado State foul, number 32, Nico Carvacho. That's his first and the team's 6th. Free throw, junior Colorado. 2 shots.
He went to Northern Oklahoma in Tonkawa. Very good junior college program.
And for the Aggies, number 1,
He's one of those classic kind of tweener bigs, listed at 6'5", 6'6", probably closer to the 6'5" variety. Needs to continue to work on stretching his game.
Free throw is good. Lead is 13 for Colorado State. The number 10 seed taking on the Aggies of Utah State, the number 7 seed. Aggies had been struggling late in the year, 4 straight losses before beating UNLV last Saturday up in Logan. Mitchell, I can't hit that one. Julian Perry, McEwen's been off. That one's in and out. Good looking shot though. Mitchell hangs in the air, and then McEwen high flyer for the rebound. Quinn Taylor gets the dunk, and Colorado State wants and gets a timeout. Coming up next, game 3 of our triple header on Facebook. Number 6 Wyoming takes on number 11 San Jose State. Catch the nightcap of 3 games at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Facebook.
Like this question from Randy here. He said, OMG, what's Colorado State doing or the Utes not doing? And it's not the Utes, but his question is what's going right, what's going wrong. I think Randy just tuned in.
Listen, Utah State just getting outplayed a little bit, and then starts to get in your head. You take a couple quick shots, and now nobody wants to shoot.
But you think you got to find a way to get Sam Merrill going. If he can't score the basketball, they can't win. He's their guy.
Well, not having Kobe McEwen on the court hurts Merrill, because Merrill sometimes needs somebody else to create for him.
Yep. Full court pressure from Utah State. Just token pressure.
Julian Perry in the game.
James, crossover, spin. Almost got it to go. Perry the rebound. Perry missed a lot of the season. It's only his 15th game of the season, but the 108th of his career. And Merrill throws up a wild one. They got to get Sam Merrill going. He's 0 for 3 from the field. Deion James. No, and Quinn Taylor the rebound.
Sam Merrill was on the ground again. He's been on the ground at least 5 times so far. You mentioned Julian Perry, who's has had some injuries. That's been another kind of part of the tale for Utah State. Has been a nick here, a nick there, some injuries and missed games.
Brown's 3 is good. Maybe that'll get the Aggies going. Now an 8-point game.
That's by design. Dwayne Brown has shot just a tinge over 30 from 3 for the Ags. He give you some inside scoring, but he also can open you up.
Bonner got knocked up in the air. McEwen's got Brown. Oh, but he didn't put him up on the pass.
Throw it up.
Nice bounce pass. Good cut from Anthony Bonner.
On the strong side, Sam Merrill did an outstanding job defensively. But Colorado State with just enough patience, and Bonner ends up getting the layup on the backdoor cut. More of a basket cut.
Merrill, look, he got away with a little bit of a push off, and he turns it over again. As Anthony Bonner comes right over.
That hurts.
That hurts. He runs into the table hard.
I mean, Kobe McEwen just falling asleep watching the basketball, gets cut on by Bonner. And then Bonner, what great effort to try and save a basketball, but he ran right into the corner of the table.
That looks like it was painful. We'll be right back after these words from the Mountain West Conference in these schools.
At Utah State University, we defy the expectations of a typical college experience. Here, you'll find a community, but no commute. And an education instead of a lecture. Located in a top 15 college town, it's easy to find your place. This is more than just a school. We're Aggies. Join us at Utah State University.
J.C. Carroll, look at that, go Aggies. And he's in Madrid, Spain. Can we add that to the list, please?
That's awesome. I saw his wife chimed in. She was pretty sure from Madrid as well. It's on my list. He's using that hashtag MW Madness, so keep those pictures coming on Instagram.
All right, so they just beat Burgos, and JC had an outstanding game. He had 18 points on only 7 shots, coming off the bench for Real Madrid, one of the great franchises in all of FIBA. So congrats, JC, on the game, on the win, and hope you enjoy watching your Ags.
And maybe
play.
he could inspire them.
Want to bring something up too that's been circulating all day. It's been in the Facebook comments. What about the possibility of Gonzaga going to the Mountain West?
Oh, McEwen, hold on, that was some use of the final 5 seconds of the shot clock. Yes, Craig Thompson, the Mountain West commissioner, he came out last week and said, yes, it is true. It's in the works. It's Gonzaga to join the Mountain West. We want to know what everybody thinks about it out there. What are your first thoughts on it, Doug?
Mountain West fans, let us know on Facebook right now.
Basket is good, and the foul.
My initial thoughts are it'd be good for the league. I mean, look, when the league expanded and welcomed in Utah State, welcomed in San Jose State.
Yep.
those are programs that frankly were at a lower level. Matter of fact, Utah State, I think, they were a dominant program in the Big West for so long. They struggled coming up to what would be the low, high major, high mid-major type of level. One reason they haven't been back to the tournament. San Jose State continues to still struggle at the bottom of this league. That would obviously be bringing in a program at the top. I guess the question would be, all right, now to be in the Mountain West, you don't have to have football. So does that mean they take BYU back without football? Would you take other non-football programs?
Would you then, is St. Mary's a candidate?
I don't think Gonzaga wants St. Mary's to come along with them to ride their coattails. I think the idea is to kind of do their own thing. I guess it makes sense. They are bigger athletic departments. Look, Gonzaga has a great thing going. Unbelievable facilities.
People are split in the comments. We're getting a lot of them. Mike says, bring them on. Aztecs already own them.
They did beat them this year in a non-conference game. I don't know, own seems like a big word.
Mike's probably an Aztecs fan.
Perry hits the 3. He hit 2 on Saturday night. He now has 7 for the season. He's been hot of late. Bonner, open 3.
Great effort from Kobe McEwen to get that tap to his teammate. Wow.
The three-pointer and the foul, chance for the rare 4-point play.
And this is one of those, maybe not a great shot that's challenged. Actually go underneath on Kobe McEwen. And Dargington probably caused that foul. But that was great for McEwen to get that shot, considering the effort he put forth to get the rebound at the defensive end.
McEwen now with 10 points, 3 of 7 shooting.
And he's battling a little bit of a groin uncomfortableness. He strained it. He's had a little bit of trouble. Shouldn't affect him playing, but we know that he's dealing with it.
Missed a couple of games earlier. Missed that Gonzaga game. The Portland State loss. Their Valpo loss early in the year.
Yeah, also the high ankle sprain, groin. He's had some nagging injuries. Nixon, short. McEwen, 3, same spot. Not the same result.
Colorado State struggles with what's called transition drags. Those ball screens in transition. One of the things Larry Eustace always teaches teams to run back to the paint. It's hard when you're a big guy, run back to the paint, then cover a ball screen.
Carvacho can't finish. Had to go to his offhand. He's a lefty.
Took his time, and as you said, he has that size advantage, but that's not totally his game.
Perry hits another 3. Boy, the Aggies are thrilled that he's back and healthy. Providing that senior leadership, hitting big shots. And now, I mean, it was 20-5, guys, and now it's a 1-point game. Utah State now has a school record 800 three-pointers this season. It's 800 attempts this season.
We're doing a game over here. Steve Lapis coming in. How you doing? We're doing a game on Facebook.
You guys got friends over here.
Well, Steve Lapis, Andrew Kellogg, great CBS crew. It's all in a brotherhood.
It's all it's one big fraternity.
No. I do pretty good Lapis. I'm not going to break that one out just yet.
Oh, you can? You got Lapis down?
Do within here. Well, we worked. You do a ton of these games together.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk to you guys about Kobe McEwen. Now has 11 points. He's got a really interesting backstory. He grew up in Toronto. Money was tight a lot of time when he was younger. And he said that every day he had just $3 to spend. He was supposed to spend that on his lunch money, but instead he would take it and use it on bus fare to get him across Toronto to basketball practice, and sometimes he would have to give up lunch. But you know, that's all part of that drive for him he wants to be number one. He wears number 1 on his jersey because he wants to be the best. And he said, you know, I think I could be one of the all-time leading scorers here in team history. And he said, I'm not trying to brag. That's just what I believe. And I think it drives him.
I don't think it comes to. He doesn't give out an air of arrogance.
No.
I think he's a good player, good, confident kid. The one thing that he has, Canadian kids often get accused at times of being too nice and not being competitive enough, being too team-oriented. Colt McEwen is absolutely an alpha, and he wants to be the best player to ever play at Utah State.
Two-time Mountain West Player of the Week this season so far. He's had a good season.
Stadium is your new national sports network, the only 24/7 network available on both television and digital devices without a cable subscription. Live and classic games, daily live studio, original programming. Check our local listings, go to watchstadium.com and click where to watch. Stadium, welcome to the game. A big thanks from all of us to Stadium. We've gotten to hang out a lot together this college basketball season, culminating in these 3 games on the opening day of the Mountain West tournament. But we were talking earlier about candidates to be the Colorado State head coach, and Becky Hammond, the assistant coach for the Spurs. I've been told, though, her relationship with the school isn't great, and that for her, it's not even under consideration.
Well, look, I think the thing that people love about the story is she was a great player at Colorado State. She's actually in the Olympics for Russia, of course. And now she's an assistant coach in the NBA, and everybody loves how the Spurs operate things. She was the head coach of the Spurs in their summer league when they won the summer league championship. Like, well, she can coach, and Colorado State needs something to rally around, and all those boxes she checks.
Yes.
But there's so much to college coaching that that has nothing to do with actual X's and O's of coaching, that I don't know how she would handle recruiting.
Fundraising, getting out with the boosters.
Yeah, I don't even know as much as that. I think that's a little, she has a good personality.
But does she want to do that? You don't have to do that in the NBA.
Yeah, they've had Larry Eustace, who's not a great fundraiser.
Fair.
Right?
Yeah.
And I like Larry a great deal. I know obviously things have gone sideways. In FOCO. But my point is, you're going to have to sit on a couch and tell somebody's mom or dad or advisor what it's going to be like to help their boy become a man,
right,
and how you're going to help them through that process. And there's no connections in recruiting. So I think that part would be a little bit more difficult than people are letting on.
Perry, the answer. He's hit 3 threes in the first half.
I mean, how about Julian Perry, a guy who misses most of this year due to injury, has struggled getting minutes, and when you don't get minutes, it's hard to get, your shooting percentage coming in is what, 27 from 3. Playing great this afternoon.
Hasn't missed a shot. Colorado State at one point led 20-5. They came out, played great. Shea Bob got the defender in the air and gets the foul called. Now both teams with 17 fouls, so they'll both be in the bonus the rest of the half. Just 2 minutes to go in the opening half. Oh, look. Joe told us we have a Russian bot here checking in from Moscow.
I think Joe's saying he's the Russian bot,
he
right?
is the Russian bot.
Well, we'll add it to the international list.
Yeah, I don't care, if it's a bot or it's a real person. I just want numbers.
I do actually speak Russian.
Can you do like a really good accent with it?
Да, я говорю немного по-русски.
Oh, hey.
I don't know what you said, but
it sounded great. Yeah. Oh, Dargington fouled on the Duncanton. They're going to get Bob for the foul call, and I believe that's his third.
I understand why Shea Bob's upset. That's a perfect block.
And it's his third personal, so. Jace Hurl's got a real short bench to work with. They could use, you got any eligibility left? They got nobody over
Love to play. I need to run off that sushi burrito.
Yeah.
Utah State fans are getting more vocal on Facebook. Diane says, let's go, Utah State. Daniel says, it's our time. Aggies playing the comeback kid role again.
Well, listen, they kind of no-showed there for a good 7 minutes, 10 minutes in the first half. And it would be a deflating feeling, I feel like, if you're Colorado State, now with a tie game, if you don't end up with a lead at half. That look we saw from Jace Hurl, that's the look of a coach that feels like, man, we had an opportunity early when they were asleep to make them play catch-up the entire second half.
Lorenzo Jenkins is checked in for Colorado State, number 13. Nixon's three's been hot, stays hot. Prentice Nixon. Andrew Diaz supporting the Aggies from Mexico City. Colorado State lead is 3. Can Perry do it again? Number 4.
Boom.
Yes! Julian Perry feeling it in the first half. Got 4 triples. The game was 20-5. I thought it was going to be a snooze fest. This thing's gotten real good. James misses. Carvacho can't get the putback, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
How about Julian Perry from McKinney, Texas? His dad was a deacon in their church, introduced him to basketball. Nobody boxing out. Carvacho's just struggling to finish anything. He missed an open jump shot. He was upset. He had that turnaround over his left shoulder upset and just missed a dunk.
Hits the free throws. Numbers on the season, as you just saw, pretty good. 9 points, 10 rebounds per game. And I love it when a big guy has a positive assist-to-turnover ratio. I don't often see that with the big guys.
Well, they play the style in which they want to play at times offensively because their guards are so offensive-minded. Give it to Carvacho and play as him as almost like the point center.
2 for 2 for Nico. .40 seconds to go in the half. And before the skip pass, there's a foul against Colorado State. They're going to get Deion James. So 1-1 coming up for the Aggies. Sam Merrill is 0 points on 0 of 3 shooting, yet they're only down 2.
These are silver lining stats you have.
Yes. We're spinning it positive. Yeah, fouls. Bob's got 3. James now has 2. McEwen and Perry for Utah State both have 2. And no good on the front end. Bonner the drive with the left hand, no.
You have to think the future is bright.
It is bright. They need some size, though. You know, when David Collette left to go to Utah, It really changed the program. They would have had a legit 5 for years.
It absolutely killed the program. David Collette playing just down the street for Utah. Saw him this morning.
And the way he did it, too. I mean, he left like a week before the season started.
Well, that's one of the issues that, you know, I saw where Steve Kerr said, hey, why can't players who don't get drafted, why can't they just come back to college? Which sounds like a great idea. Problem is the NBA drafts at the end of June.
Well, you got to have your plans set for next season by then. Carvacho.
That's better for Carvacho. Just a solid workman-like player. Goes to that right-hand hook.
Game tied at 39. Merrill, nice bounce pass and a good block, and he keeps it alive. Carvacho, terrific defense. And it's Mitchell. Not sure what he wanted. He just got up in the air forever.
Well, I think he thought he was going to draw the foul. If you watch, Sam Merrill did a great job. He gets verticality. Here's the block as Taylor. He leaves that ball out from behind him and gets blocked. Watch Sam Merrill. He jumps and keeps his hands straight up. Almost kind of pulls the chair out. That could have been an offensive foul. Instead, they just get the basketball. That's a good no call.
Perry already on the floor for Utah State after the big first half where he had 12 points, all of them coming from beyond the arc. McEwen's 3, no, he has not found the range from long distance.
Well,
Roquan for 6.
Roquan Smith really kind of frustrated him, bumped him, and banged him. And I think Kobe McEwen wanted to make a point, make that jump shot. Those two are talking right now. Roquan Smith is not one to be trifled with. That's a tough kid right there.
I'll have to keep a close eye on that one. McEwen and Mitchell exchanging quite a bit of conversation.
Well, Mitchell just bumping him the entire way down the floor, and McEwen took it a little personally and wanted to kind of make a point.
Deion James with the left hand basket and the foul. Give Jace Hurl a lot of credit, the interim head coach. These guys came to play today.
Transferred from Pima College, goes in with his left hand and throws it in off the 10. David Hall, the official, says, and one. It's Alex Dargington just too late to help on the play.
Kristen, welcome back.
I am back, and I just want to remind everyone that you can see your picture on this broadcast, which I think is pretty cool if you're a fan of one of these teams. You can see your picture on this broadcast. If you go to Instagram, post a picture of how you're watching using that hashtag MWMadness. We got someone who is watching from work even during halftime. I love the commitment there, watching on their work computer. I think they got some facts and figures on the other screen. That's how I like to do it.
You got to have all the knowledge all the time.
Absolutely. I also want to talk to everyone about, I would love to get everyone's opinion on Facebook and you guys as well. They released the Mountain West men's basketball all-conference team. I want to show these. I want to show the awards that the coaches gave out. This is voted on by the coaches. And I want to see, Ari, Doug, what you guys think. And then I also want to know from everyone on Facebook, did they get these right? Let us know, Mountain West fans.
I'll let Doug start. What do you think?
Let's start Caleb Martin, Player of the Year.
I get it. His team won the league. I would have done Chandler Hutchison. That would have been my pick. What about you, Ari?
2 votes right there for Chandler Hutchison.
And that is what the media, the Mountain West media, voted for him. Now, Eric Musselman, Coach of the Year.
Great. I mean, he did a great job. He deserved to win, but what Paul Weir did at New Mexico, to me, wowed me more than what Musselman did at Nevada.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, part of it is we're taking for granted because Mussel's team was picked to win it that they won it. But remember that they were nowhere near the top of the league when he took over. So
that's for sure.
It's not even a career achievement. The last 2 years, they've been a dominant team in this league. And
I love the way they play, too. I
like the way they play as well.
I just can't believe what Paul Weir did with that team in New Mexico. I mean, they were going nowhere in a hurry.
Fair.
Everyone on Facebook is chiming in. A few people said they got it absolutely right. A couple agree with you. Hutch got robbed, I saw was one of the comments.
I don't think he got robbed.
Debbie Terry
I wouldn't go say he got robbed, right?
I'm just in the comment. Debbie Terry says Chandler Hutchison should have been Player of the Year.
Well, if Debbie
Montgomery says Paul Weir. Yeah, I'm just telling you what everyone's saying.
No, I'm saying if Debbie says it, then it is.
Yeah, we like Debbie.
Debbie, we like you.
Dargington, tough shot, basket and the foul. So the senior from Martinique, he's got to have some people watching, right?
You think?
Martinique in our,
For
country
those of you who
list.
just tuned in, Ari loves the international flavor from these Facebook broadcasts.
Because we're global.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I also want to point out from Benjamin Solis says, I don't follow any Mountain West teams, but there's never a bad excuse to head to Vegas, see in person next year. Benjamin, I'd agree with that.
I agree.
Benjamin, how come you're not here already?
Yeah. Benjamin, what's going on?
Yeah, seriously. Plus, remember, you had the WCC tournament, which concluded last night with the Gonzaga championship. You got the Pac-12 tournament happening down the street. You got the women, which play after the men.
And the WAC started today, right after the WCC. It's a hotbed of college basketball this week.
Vegas in March.
And there's a pretty good chance it's better weather than wherever you are.
Our friend to our right no longer lives in Southern California. She lives in Chicago, so she really likes coming here at this time of year.
Right.
Why did you move to Chicago?
I made the move. I'm in the stadium studio as well as doing the
She's a
game.
full-time
When was
stadium
this?
employee.
It happened quickly.
How long ago?
A couple weeks ago.
Huh?
A couple weeks ago.
No text? Like, hey, I'm not going to be on.
Well, I wanna
I'm not
see
going to be
you.
on Jacob Ullman's boat with you anymore.
That's true. But here's the good thing about doing all these games together. I know I'm going to see you playing.
That's good.
Yeah.
1 point lead for Utah State.
Great folks at Stadium Sports. Congrats on the new studios opening in the United Center. Great coverage of Mountain West College football as well. I watched the Facebook. Wow, look at that block.
Dwayne Brown gets the block. Aggies on the move. Merrill stop and pop, count it. A long 2 for Sam Merrill. All his points coming in the second half.
Merrill's got it going, but Colorado State continues to struggle with transition, what's called transition drags, ball screens in transition. And it's because of how Colorado State plays defensively, where their bigs, or in this case their big man, runs back to the paint, touches the paint, he's not there to help.
Carvaccio with the left, nicely done.
I love Carvaccio, man. You see how he holds up the hands so everybody knows he scored it?
Just a sophomore. Whoever takes the Colorado State job, they've got a couple of good pieces.
Yeah.
Alex Dargenton. Dargenton's got 5 points and 4 rebounds.
Can I do the trivia question thing?
All I know is I've been forbidden from answering it. So you do whatever you want.
You can't answer this question until we're off, like during one of the breaks.
Okay.
What famous basketball movie was filmed at Colorado State?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good one to think about.
Watch out! Oh! He thought he was in the dunk contest.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Colorado State took a punch and his counter punch him.
And he is a high flyer.
This is a great block. As the Aggies have fought back to take the lead. Here's Sam Merrill. That's that transition drag I was talking about. A little ball screen in transition. Carvaccio guarding the paint. And then Raquan Mitchell misses the dunk. And Deion James cleans it up and finishes. All right, so do you know what? See all these Colorado State fans, they know it's called one-on-one. You know one-on-one, Robbie Benson?
I don't.
That's old school.
Kristen, it's before your time.
Way before your time.
We're old people now. Like
Robbie Benson used to be like Mr. Sports Movie Star. Wasn't he the track guy in another movie?
he was.
Yes.
He was. Up your butt with the, yeah. That was the, that's the famous line, excuse my French. I probably went too far with the repeating the line.
You're right, but Toby, Chad, and Will all knew, and Toby again. He wanted to make sure we knew it was
when
one-on-one.
I first started covering the league, Eustace had just taken over for Tim Miles, and Moby was on fire. That's a
it was
with the ram behind in the student section with the steam coming out of it. Now I think it could use a refresh.
Yep.
Football stadium was just done. It's incredible.
I will tell you, so out of all the games I've done at Moby, no game was better than Jimmer Fredette as a senior. Shows up there, they are in a frenzy. And Jimmer goes for 42, BYU wins. And even though the home fans gave him like a standing O when he came out of the game, he was that good.
Do you remember when Jimmer played at San Diego State and the show got dressed up as missionaries?
I remember that.
It's great. It's great.
Show was awesome.
They were all wearing, white short sleeve button downs, the ties.
That's great. I got my first.
Jimmer was great for the Mountain West, boy. I mean, wherever he was playing, it was must-see TV. Or if he was playing now, it'd be must-see streaming.
That's true.
Very good.
That's
Good call.
Speaking of streaming, something that we can only do on Facebook Live is to get everyone's opinion, as we've been doing all game. So I want to talk a little bit about the tournament. We're in game 2 now. Nevada, obviously, with the best chances of winning. But if it has to be someone else, who can get it done? I'd love to know what everyone on Facebook says.
Well, San Diego State's probably got to be the story of this league. Super talented team that's found itself, won its last 5 games.
Offensive rebound, another chance.
But Boise would be my pick just because they're in the opposite side of the bracket.
Swish! Kobe McEwen. McEwen's got 17 points. The lead is 4.
Tyrone says Boise as well. John, New Mexico.
New Mexico, the other team comes in hot, winners of 5 in a row.
I have an unplanned trivia question.
All right, mine was unplanned. That's a 6-point lead. Utah State.
Unplanned trivia question.
Love it.
Who is your starting 5 all-time best Mountain West players, and the teams don't currently have to be in the Mountain West, just when they were in it, they played the Mountain West. Who's your starting 5? And you could just say the UNLV championship team.
Well,
I realize you could
they
take.
didn't play the Mountain West.
Not at that. Oh, I guess all right. That was not at that time. So they're out. That would have taken all of them.
Danny Granger's got to be one.
Okay. Jimmer Fredette would be another.
I think Jimmer would make it. I got a bunch of San Diego State guys. My brother was at San Diego State for 8 years.
Kawhi Leonard has to be on it, right?
Yeah.
See, look, we're pondering. Feel free to out there at Facebook, like, tell us. Top, you're starting 5.
I mean, will we throw
all-time
Wink Adams in there from UNLV? That was back when UNLV was good.
Tyrone agrees, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, Kawhi would have to be on.
Yeah.
Remember, they didn't win in the tournament. With Xavier Thames was their leading scorer when they won.
Stud.
Washington State transfer. How good was X?
I love that guy.
He's tremendous.
Coming in too.
Keith Van Horn wasn't in. I don't think he was in the Mountain West. I think it was still a WAC then. Andrew Bogut.
Billy White was a good player, but I don't know. Clavel can't make the team. And Larry.
Stop with it. Larry Johnson was in the Big West or PCAA. Larry Nance Jr. Love him. J.C. Carroll, who checked in early. Ty Wesley. I don't remember if Bogut was Mountain West or a WAC.
How about Josh Adams?
I love Josh Adams. Playing in Russia? No, he's playing in Turkey now.
I love Josh Adams.
He broke his, the story, broke his neck falling asleep at the wheel training in Denver.
Well, you just saw the brackets. They're updated. I got so excited about this starting 5 Mountain West all time. Michael Cage. He was pre-Mountain West, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the WAC. That was back in San Diego State. Played the other place on campus. It was terrible. Now, how do I watch the Facebook game? How do I comment? It's New Mexico.
You just search it on Facebook.
Tony Snell. How do I type in Tony Snell?
She figured it out.
Sean Bradley was a Mountain West, right?
No. That was WAC.
Too soon.
That was WAC. I mean, the WAC had SMU, TCU. Mountain West used to have TCU, people remember.
How about Derek Marks from Boise State?
I would put him on the all-time list, but he's a really good player.
He's a heck of a nice player.
You said 5 guys. I'm not going Derek Marks.
Okay,
no
I'm just trying to
no offense.
Make some conversation. Get Facebook afire.
I mean, Quinn Taylor, dude, so many things. We run a play for you, get a layup out of a timeout. Come on, man.
It says right here, according to Eric Thompson, Bogut was the Mountain West Freshman of the Year.
Okay, there you go. So it was Mountain West then.
And then he definitely on the team. Bob's playing with 4 fouls and knocks down the triple. They needed that. Che Bob, big 3 for the Rams. Ewan, yes. But when he stops to rise for his jumper, boy,
he's got very good balance. Excellent.
5-point lead for the Aggies. It's about 10.5 minutes to go second half. Backdoor, and Bonner couldn't handle the pass. Anything Colorado State needs to change to kind of get the momentum to flip back in their favor?
Score a couple more points, that'd be good.
Okay. It's just that kind of analysis we're counting on.
I mean, look, defensively, I don't like the fact they're allowing Utah State to reverse the basketball and get in this kind of pistol ball screen action.
McEwen. Oh, that's nice to Taylor. Basket and the foul.
He caught that one. Quinn Taylor did catch that one.
Taylor's now got 4 points in the game.
Colt McEwen drives in. Shea Bob cannot foul, so he has his hands up, almost lets him get out of the way. Quinn Taylor, the recipient, 24 years old, junior. He's a special kind of guy. Tim Duryea talked about how high his basketball IQ is. Ultimate glue guy for this team. And he's in a walking boot to start the year.
Mitchell dribbles out of traffic. Boy, is he quick. Mitchell gets the 2, 5-point game. McEwen. No. Brown the rebound. Merrill spins out, fight for it. It will remain Utah State basketball.
I gotta tell you, a really well officiated game. You could have, a lot of officials would have called displacement there or over the back, which is now displacement. But instead, ball goes out of bounds off Colorado State, give it to Utah State, doesn't slow down the pace for the flow.
McEwen, long two, count it.
And this is where Utah State, you just get caught. Utah State, all they ran was a little flex, where McEwen sets a flex pick and then a down screen. Just too easy for them to reverse the basketball.
Tough shot, Anthony Bonner. I mean, they're hanging around. They're only down 5, 9 minutes to go.
But their energy defensively is based upon their offense. Now they scored a bucket and they're playing a little bit better defense. Just a little bit too easy for Utah State to turn the basketball from side to side.
And Brown knocks down the jumper from 16.
Aggies playing with good rhythm offensively.
Bonner, big time three.
Man.
Back to a 4-point game. Bonner's got 10 points. Check that, 13. 3 guys in double figures for the Rams. Taylor can't handle a pass. McEwen's feeling it right now. He wants a piece of this freshman. Nope, this is the 3. And we're gonna have Brown over the back. And we'll have immediate timeout. Because we're here on Facebook, of course. We will not be going anywhere other than to tee up.
Oh no, we're staying right
here, because that's what we do.
We don't show commercials, we show your Instagram photos. You can remember, you can use that hashtag MWMadness as Bronco Fan 2015. He got it right on the second time. First one, tough. He went Me Madness, but second time, MW Madness. He's watching on his Samsung tablet. I like he or she. Looks like they got a lot of attorney notices behind him, so he's multitasking there. So I like that a lot. Keep those pictures coming. We want to show your Instagram pictures all game long. MW Madness is the hashtag. I also want to talk about Sam Merrill a little bit. You know, we have discussed, if you've watched these Mountain West games here on Facebook, we've discussed he and I think there's 7 players overall that have done LDS missions at Utah State. But, you know, it really doesn't end there. Sam Merrill just did a project, which I thought was really cool, guys, where he gave back and he got Aggie fans involved. So what he did was he raised money via social media for a special needs organization called Top Sports. They are actually affiliated with the Utah State basketball program. They do events with them and things like that. They needed some new baseball equipment. Sam Merrill put it out on GoFundMe. They said they raised the $400 from Aggie Nation in about 10 hours. He was able to take that, there he is right there, he was able to take them their new baseball equipment. I just thought that was
really neat.
A great
it's nice,
story,
it's
right?
Cool. Everything's good about that.
And a congratulations to him is in order because he recently got engaged.
He did.
That's right.
Fortunately, you won't be able to break the news. Kristen's already
I mean, listen, here's what happened, Kristen.
I heard about this.
Here's what happened.
Now look at that. Isn't that nice? He
That's
looks
nice.
a happy couple.
That's nice.
It's nice.
We'll show a couple here. Sam Merrill with the bucket. Getting banged around. He's got banged around a bunch. Here's the pull up in transition. Whap. And then Merrill again. That's the same play from the other angle. Except for Sam Merrill. So what happened was.
Okay.
What happened was we were doing the UNLV Northern Colorado game here on Facebook, correct?
Yep. Late December.
And Ari and I can announce it now, his fiance. Have you met my fiance? His fiance said, you know, we're getting married. He's like, oh, that's great. And so I mentioned it in the post game.
You mentioned it during the game and the post game. You got 2 minutes. So
Right,
let's be
and
clear.
then afterwards we haven't really told everybody yet. So you told me?
Well, we were gonna see my mom the next week. We wanted to tell her in person. I thought it was pretty safe. The Gottlieb wasn't gonna go on the air with it. I was wrong.
How many people asked you about it after that broadcast?
Several. In fact, when we actually did tell my mom, she said that she was listening, turned to my stepdad and said, did he just say Ari's engaged? And fortunately, they thought Doug was crazy. and everybody's fine, and we told him it's all
Doug
good.
is crazy.
Doug essentially broke the news of your engagement to your mom.
That's right.
Luckily, that didn't happen with Sam Merrill. Looks like he announced it.
Actually,
that
your
is a great
fiance
story,
just
though.
texted me and she says it's over, so I'm gonna break that news to you. Sorry about that.
Wow.
That was
Gotta keep
really
it
That's
consistent.
uncomfortable.
tough. Come on, guys. Don't
Sorry
tell
about
Doug
that.
first. Let me down easy.
Well, I've met both of your significant others.
You have.
Yeah.
That's right.
When are you going to bring
Wait,
your
now, he
significant
moved
other?
to Chicago too?
Yes.
He moved to Chicago.
Good for him. Chicago's awesome.
Yeah, we're loving it. Where's everybody else watching from?
Oh, yeah. McEwen, the two-handed dunk. Beautiful pass.
And so valuable. That's Quinn Taylor. It's called a ball screen continuity. You run ball screen side to side to side. Colorado State got caught assuming there would be another ball screen. Watch Taylor. Taylor acts like he's going to have a handoff, and instead a little backdoor cut from Kobe McEwen. Great setup, and Anthony Bonner gets caught watching the ball instead of staying between his man and the basketball. Yeah, Bonner's dad was a football player at Kansas, and he's only like $165, but during his redshirt year, he actually put on 20 pounds. Went to high school in Lawrence, Kansas. I just can't imagine how skinny he was. I guess 145. Yeah, I played about 150 in high school, but tremendous defensive player on the basketball. Has to continue to learn and evolve off the basketball. And you know, Larry Eustachy just wanted him to be more aggressive. He thought this kid's got a ton of talent.
Well, Bonner's got 15 points to lead the way for the Rams, and they are hanging around, down 4. McEwen, dangerous pass. Oh, and the dunk for Dwayne Brown.
That was one of the weirdest plays I can remember. McEwen might have had a layup, kicked it out for Brown for a 3, but he whipped it so hard Brown nearly lost it. Then Brown goes like 5 yards the wrong direction, turns the corner, and gets a wide open dunk.
Carvacho was determined to get that shot.
Here's the drive.
All right, here we go.
Here's the pass. Ooh, almost catches a couple managers in the chops, and
then nobody's home.
Weird play, right?
Yeah. They're already handing us the sheets for game 3. Let's get through game 2 first.
They're prepared.
Yeah.
You're complaining about Mountain West is all over it.
All I was saying is, wow, we still got another one to go. Brown has 4 personal fouls. And we've still got a 6-point game, so that could be significant. And we know that Shea Bob for Colorado State's been playing with 4 for most of the second half. Five-point game. And Shea Bob goes to the ground, gets it. Numbers for the Rams. Unselfish. And Carvacho to the free throw line to shoot 2. I keep going back to it. Real impressed. Colorado State really bringing the fight today.
Well, Shea Bob with 4 personal fouls, sticks his hand in there, creates the transition play. And frankly, Bonner should have gone up and scored that, but Carvacho in the right place at the right time.
Missed free throw. Can't have that down the stretch. Looking for an upset.
I went to Sunrise Christian Academy in Kansas. Produced many a Division I prospect.
1 for 2 for Nico. Merrill, elbow jumper, yes.
Aggies offense has been really good in the second half. They're just unable to get stops at times, as you mentioned. Colorado State keeps coming.
Good look. Couldn't get it to go, and then a silly foul there by James. So both teams now with 16 fouls, one more either way, and they'll be in the bonus. Well, considering we had the whole end of game talking about the line, just so you know,
it's
Utah
6.
saved 6.
I was actually looking at the score thinking, when are we going to talk about the betting line in this game? Merrill with a terrible pass.
James in traffic, no. Carbacho tried to keep it alive.
Can I share with you guys my favorite part about Facebook?
Yeah, of course.
So it's once you have kids, you guys don't have kids yet. It's the ability to look back, a year ago, 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I got a video from last night that popped up. It's on my Facebook page of my kids climbing all over me at the end of championship week. And my son's probably a year and a half old. My girls are, I guess, 4. Man, that goes by fast.
Basket and the foul, and just like that, a chance to make it a 3-point game. Sort of felt like Utah State was
Felt like it was over.
Yeah.
No, it felt over.
Yeah.
I started going into my Facebook page.
Yeah, you're looking at videos of the
I started
games.
checking my mentions, and all of a sudden, Colorado State's back in it. My bad.
Perry comes back in the game. He had the huge first half.
He did. We barely seen him in the second half.
Yeah.
It's because Merrill's played so much better.
James converts the conventional 3-point play, and it is a 3-point game, less than 4.5 to go.
Now you got everybody talking about the line in the comments, Doug.
Now we had overtime in game 1. What's going to happen in game 2? Merrill knows that Bob's got 4 fouls and drives right by him. That's smart basketball.
Smart play.
And Shea Bob lost it, but it's off Utah State. And timeout on the floor. But we've been really fortunate, Kristen, to have 2 great basketball games back-to-back.
We absolutely have. It's been a lot of fun. Loving all the comments on Facebook. I know you guys are as well. And something I want everyone to chime in on, start thinking about it, even though it's still a very close game.
Okay.
Who is going to be the Facebook player of the game? We give everyone watching a chance to chime in, make their case for someone, and then we announce it at the end.
Utah State wins. McEwen's my player of the game.
Absolutely.
He's been terrific.
I think so.
But if it goes the other way, Colorado State, boy, you got several candidates.
Yeah, Bonner
with
maybe?
15, Nixon with 14, Bob with 12.
Another thing, Ari, as you mentioned, we've had 2 good games. First game went into overtime. This game is close, and we got another one coming up. So if maybe you're watching with your friends right now, maybe you're watching at a bar and you want to know how to log back in, it's really simple. Or maybe your friends want to watch the next game that we got coming up, San Jose State versus Wyoming. Here is how you do it. If you're new to the whole Facebook Live sports thing, it's super easy. You just go to Stadium Live College Basketball. You type it in. You click on it. Live Stadium College Basketball. You click it. Then you find the game. Simple as that. And the cool thing, maybe you're a UNLV fan and you missed the overtime earlier, you can rewatch that full game right now. If you haven't gotten enough of us yet, you can go back and watch.
Well, you could multi-screen, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You can watch, one on your tablet, one on your phone, one on your TV, another on a tab. I mean, there's games going on all over the country. It's a fun week if you love college basketball.
Yeah, maybe he's watching right there.
Oh, he's definitely watching. You tell the focus?
Yeah.
He's got the comments
commenting
coming in.
on player of the game.
Cassie Soto in the house, along with Brian Tripp to the right of your screen. What's up, Trippy? Brian Tripp, Mr. Mountain West. One of the first guys I met when I started doing Mountain West games. See, like everybody's on their phone. They're all getting involved.
Yeah, they no longer actually look at each other.
Hey, as long as you're looking at the Facebook game, that's fine with me.
Yeah, you're right.
Dangerous pass. 5-point game, less than 4 minutes to go.
And people making their case for player of the game in the comments. I love it. Keep them coming, guys.
I thought Bonner wanted that 3 for sure. Nixon's been pretty quiet in the second half, and he gets bumped, and he will shoot the 1-1. And I'm not giving him the jinx. Let's just say he's a very good free throw shooter. If you don't say the percent, does that take me off the hook if I just say he's very good?
Yeah, you don't have to say the exact percentage.
No, but I mean, does that remove the jinx?
Oh. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Nope, still there.
No, okay.
Kirk says he
And that was it for Brown. He's got 5 fouls. Done. That could be critical. He's been pretty good today. Brown finishes with 15 points and 8 rebounds.
See, I'll help you out. See, if we both mentioned that the Prentice Nixon is a 85% free throw shooter. That's the double jinx, which eliminates the jinx.
Oh,
okay.
Is that how it works?
What if Kristen gets
What if I
in?
say it too? It goes back to the jinx.
That will make the basketball actually explode in his hands. Don't say that.
Kirk says he couldn't make it to the game.
See, you said it, and then it
I
missed.
did it. He's watching. He says, "This is great, Kirk. We appreciate you having us watching the game with us."
Taylor can hit that shot, but not this time. Dargington there to clean it up. It's a 7-point lead. Now Colorado State really has to be efficient offensively.
You're right, Taylor can't hit the shot. The other thing it did was it took Carvacho out from the basket so that Dargington could lay the ball in with no true rebounder inside. Deion James didn't box him out.
Bonner the drive, long 2, way short. Deion James, the shot clock did not reset. And Utah State's got it. Smart play here by Kobe McEwen. He should be in no particular hurry. Up 7, 2.5 minutes to go.
And that margin is important to some people.
Merrill, the 3, way short. He knew it, tried to go and get it. It'll be Colorado State basketball.
All right, I'm thinking coffee run before the next game. What do you guys think?
Some kind of caffeine.
I buy, somebody else flies?
Somebody on here, Ronnie, thinks that you should be the next UNLV head coach.
UNLV has a basketball.
They sure do.
And a good one.
A good one.
Yep.
Oh, Kirk, thank you, female commentator, for mentioning my name. Welcome, Kirk. I'm Kristen. Nice to meet you.
For now on, we're going to introduce Kristen Balboni as female commentator. Let's go down and check with the female commentator. Female commentator? Okay, female commentator. We'll keep an eye on that. Our situation.
Right. Sound like you're doing an episode of Family Guy
Only
right
if you
now.
do it in that Anchorman voice every time.
That isn't actually, there's a famous play-by-play man. I'll tell you who that is.
And are we going to get
Okay, Dave, we'll keep an eye on that. Our situation. 10-5, he will score.
Are we going to get our Steve Lapis impersonation?
That's an off-air, because Lap's still a couple of seats down from us.
Okay, fair enough. Lapis, an assistant on that 85 Villanova national championship team.
From a head coach at Manhattan and UMass and Villanova.
Perry. No, Colorado State still got a little bit of time, 90 seconds. Nixon's 3 off the back iron. Perry the rebound. They needed that one.
Colorado State, you got to think about trapping here.
You do not want to foul Sam Merrill. You've got other options.
Oh, nice little flop there by Kobe McEwen. He did the throw your head back to get a call, and it worked.
McEwen at the free throw line, 23 points in the game. He's now 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Game high 24 points. Also has 4 assists and 6 rebounds. He's got a real good shot to be the Facebook player of the game. I don't think if Utah State wins, you can. Yeah, you can't really make an argument here. Our Facebook player of the game, Kobe McEwen. It was relentless, Doug. Just kept bringing it all game.
Well, he kind of got him going in the first half when Sam Merrill wasn't scoring well. Reading the defense, got this and one. I love the fact that when he attacks the basket via the dribble, whether he's shooting a jump shot or going all the way to the rim, just got great balance about it. And not crazy selfish at all. Kobe McEwen's a good player. That's analysis, by the way. Kobe McEwen's a good player.
Yeah, that's on point. Next game, the third and final game of our triple header. Number 6, Wyoming takes on number 11, San Jose State. Catch the nightcap at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Facebook.
Excited to see Hayden Dalton play again.
I love to watch him play. James is a pretty good ball player as well.
Yep. John Prelow trying to turn around San Jose State's fortune.
Yeah, that's a tough job. When you get the job in August, it's hard to win. They've been more competitive of late, and both their games against Wyoming were pretty competitive. One went to overtime. So who knows what we're going to get? Tough shot. That is way off. And it appears Colorado State, are they going to back off here? No, they're going to play defense. And then they foul Perry, and Perry will go to the free throw line. Winner of this game will go on to play Boise State. At times, Boise State looked just as good as anybody in the conference. Leon Rice, the way they share the basketball, a lot of shooters, and a guy who was a candidate for the Player of the Year. Didn't win it from the coaches, did win it from the media, Chandler Hutchison.
Julian Perry got a chance on senior night to say thank you. I said thank you on Twitter to all the Aggie fans. This will not be his last game in Aggie uniform. As Utah State, a little bit of sleep at the wheel, early part of this game. Colorado State ready to play. But he and Kobe McEwen really brought them back in the first half. Only down 2 at the half, and of course, they're able to put some space between themselves and the Rams in the second half.
And Julian Perry tonight, a season high 14 points. Someone wanted to know, is it possible to record the broadcast in this format? Well, Kirk, I got good news. You don't need to. It's available all day, every day. Just go to Facebook, and every basketball game we've called, every football game that has been on Facebook, they are all available. Just go in the search bar on Facebook to Stadium, and you'll hit a couple of clicks, and you'll see quite a collection of games to choose from. Nixon's 3, that was from a strip. They are going to have to either turn it over or score it, or it's the second difference between game clock to shot clock. But Utah State was down 20-5.
Yep.
Big comeback.
What's the run? From 20-5 to 76-65.
Well, they've gotten 71 since then. 71 to 45.
Yeah, 71-45 run. They're on a 71-45 run.
All right, that'll do it. I think they did have to blow the whistle because there was a 3/4 of a second difference. I got to tell the Utah State cheerleading team this. And that's it. Utah State moves on to the quarterfinal round. They are now 16-16. Colorado State, the end to what has been a challenging season. They are 11-21.
Still, though, look, you can see that Colorado State has some talent, and it's a well-run athletic department with a vibrant fan base. We're not too far removed.
Yeah.
We're not too far removed from them being in the NCAA tournament.
All right, take a look at the bracket. See up top, it'll be Nevada and UNLV, then Fresno State and San Diego State.
Well, remember, we called the Boise game up in Boise, and the Aggies split with the Broncos.
Yeah.
That ends up being a tough draw.
Yeah.
And I thought Utah State did as good a job as anybody on Chandler Hutchinson, make him go to his left hand.
And we've got Wyoming and San Jose State next, the winner of that to take on New Mexico. Certainly the surprise of the conference, finishing as the number 3 seed. So we've still got more basketball. One more game